Hello and welcome to Cardstock. Justin here for another video. And if you've been to my channel before, you probably don't recognize the new name. That's because I've went ahead and decided to go ahead and give myself a fresh start and a little bit of a rebrand for my YouTube channel. The main reason for this is just to separate some personal details with some of my social media usage. Nothing terrible going on or anything like that. I just kind of felt like maybe I didn't want to have like my full name and everything out there all the time. Anyways, a fresh start gives me an opportunity to do a little bit more organizing. I feel like previously on the channel, I was pulling in a lot of different directions and I kind of want to consolidate and stay a little more organized. Focus a lot more on doing some simple things and less complicated things. I'm going to talk less about money and value for cards and talk more about having fun ripping and building collections. And I will still share some financial details, but it's going to be a lot less of a focus for the channel. So moving forward from my channel, you can expect a little bit more organization, mostly through using playlists. And hopefully more steady content. I think I'm going to aim to do 2 videos a week, probably 1 rip a week, and then 1 other sort of content video a week. And I'll probably do some seasonal playlists. For example, last year when I started this channel, I was doing a pack a day series where I opened a few baseball packs every day from August until the end of the baseball season, essentially. And I'm going to be doing that again starting August 1st. I'm also going to try to go to more card shows. That was a fun experience for me, and it was pretty good content, so look out for those as well. And I'll probably do summaries of my eBay sales, either monthly or quarterly, as well as purchases. And I just feel like that's kind of like a good way to shore up some of the stuff I used to talk about with the financials and the value, because I am making a lot of sales on eBay these days. And if you guys are ever interested in any of the cards that I have, I would want you to be able to know where to find them. So that would be something a little bit new for you as well. Okay, so before we get into the PSA reveal, which I have my cards right here, I did want to make a note about something, which is going to be something that everybody's talking about for a little while. Topps just announced that all redemptions are going to be 10-year expirations as opposed to the 2 they had been, and that change is going to backdate to 2021/22 seasons or 2022 year cards. This change is honestly amazing. People in general don't like ripping older products because they might get an expired redemption. Well, making redemptions expire 10 years as opposed to 2, that's going to change that. There's going to be people opening stuff later. I checked eBay just a little bit ago. There are no 22 expired redemptions for sale, or 21/22 expired for redemptions for sale that I saw right now. And the ones that I saw that were expiring soon, there's a lot of bids on them. There's a lot of activity on eBay. So that's pretty interesting. I have some thoughts as to why they're making this change. The main reason I think they're making this change is because we've seen a move towards sticker autos more than not recently. So, you know, in the past, I believe how it worked was Topps or Panini would send off the cards to these players, and they would sign the actual card, and then they would send the cards back. Well, obviously, they've been using sticker autos now, I think. Yep, so here's an example of an Anthony Volpe auto I have. This is a sticker auto. Here's an example of a Zach Neto card that I have. This is an on-card auto. I feel like what's happening is that Topps is just primarily moving to sticker autos now. And because it's a sticker auto, well, what's the need for a 2-year redemption? You can make it expire later and just slap the sticker on there 9 or 10 years later. It's really no big deal. That's why I think they're doing it, other than, I mean, it's an easy change for them to do since they're doing stickers anyways. And it's going to be, you know, this is big news in the hobby, so people are going to be happy. Overall, a good thing. I'm not a fan of sticker autos. I mean, an auto's an auto, I guess. It looks cool on the card. Obviously, I'd prefer that, you know, the players had the card in their hand and they signed it, but, well, we'll just, it is what it is, I guess. But 10-year redemption's much better than 2 years, so. All right, that's enough yakking about the hobby and about the channel update. Let's dive into the review. So I got my cheat sheet over here, so I don't accidentally reveal head. Now, I do know what these are already. This isn't a blind reveal for me. I sent these way back out in January, I think. I got them in February, so that's how long, or maybe I got them in March. That's how long it's been since I was supposed to do this video, but let's kick things off. The first card was a Matt McLain Chrome Update Aqua Wave, numbered to 199. It's an auto. And I thought this was going to be a 9 or a 10. I thought most of these cards could be a 10. Only a couple I didn't think. I thought this was going to be a 9 or 10, and we got a 10. PSA 10 Mint Gem. 10 Gem Mint. Beautiful, beautiful card. I'm a Reds fan, so this is probably my favorite card out of the whole submission. And that's going to go right there in the middle for now. Unfortunately, Matt McLain is out with oblique injury right now. He's on the 60-day IL. I'm not really sure when he's going to be back, but Here's to hoping he can have a quick recovery before we get deep into baseball. The second submission was a Matt McLain Youthquake. It was a base. It was no, it wasn't a parallel or any color or anything like that. By the way, the Matt McLain Aqua Wave, at the time that I received it, it was a Pop 4. I'm not sure what it is now. It's been a couple months. It's probably a little bit higher now. Anyways, the Matt McLain, Youthquake is going to be another PSA 10. So starting off hot to our submission, 2 for 2 on the Matt McLains. Beautiful. Next up was a Gabriel Moreno Purple Speckle to 299 non-auto. I thought this one was going to be a 9 or a 10. It was a 10. Beautiful card. This is probably one of my favorite looking cards. I love all of the speckle, the purple, the pink. They're just beautiful. And Gabriel Moreno is probably one of my favorite catchers in the game right now. All right, submission number 4 was another Gabriel Moreno. This one was also an Aqua Wave number to 199. I thought this would be a 9 or a 10, and it was another 10. 4 for 4 so far on the submissions. Oh, this one was an auto. I don't know if I said it was an auto, but it is an auto. I had a lot of Aqua Wave autos. Submission number 5. This was a Spencer Steer Aqua Wave auto, also number to 199. I thought this one might be a 9, actually. I think I said on my video where I was doing the submission, I thought it could be a 9. It was a 10. Super exciting to get this back. Again, oop, I just got a fingerprint on there. I'll have to go through and wipe these down that I'm handling them and put them in a sleeve. Super excited to get this in a 10. I thought it might be a 9, so that's great. Again, another Reds player that I collect. Spencer Steer started off the year really hot. He's in a bit of a slump right now, but nothing too bad. Submission number 6. This was a really cool card. A 2023 Cosmic Chrome Tristan Casas Green Space Dust Auto, numbered to 75. I thought that we could get a 9 or a 10 on this one, and I was dead wrong. The first non-10 we got was a PSA. I don't know, what's wrong with this, honestly. It doesn't have a regular border to check centering and stuff like that, so it's hard for me to say, but I still love this card. I don't know if I'll crack it and resubmit it or, send it to tag or what. I'm not really sure. I'm hanging on to the card for now. I'm not selling it or anything, so it doesn't really matter right this second, so we'll see. Obviously, Tristan Casas is struggling with some injuries this year as well. That's really unfortunate, but hopefully he can turn that around. All right, next up was a Nolan Gorman X Factor. Now, this card was questionable in terms of value, whether or not I should submit it. If I didn't get a 10, it definitely wasn't worth it, but I got another 10. So, right in the 10 wave pretty strongly right now. I'm really happy with the submission. Being really meticulous and taking my time was paying off. Another 10 to the list. Next up was another Nolan Gorman. This was a very, very questionable submission. It is a purple foil. It's numbered to 799, if you can see that there. And I didn't even know if it'd be worth it as a 10, and it doesn't matter because it came back as an 8. So, not my strongest card. I don't know why this came back as an 8. Maybe because the coloring's slightly off or something like that. I'm not totally sure. That one will probably end up being cracked. I don't even have plans for that. I'm really kind of dumbfounded as to what to do with it. Nolan Gorman's having an okay year, but nothing to write home about anyway, so I mean, I guess it doesn't matter if I crack it or not. It's not going to sell for $20, so you know what I mean? And I don't think anybody would resubmit that anyways, but yeah, it'll probably just stay in the slab for now. Okay, next up, we've got a Bo Naylor Blue Sonar out of 125, and I thought this one would be a 9 or a 10, and it came back as a 10. Another 10. Rocking the 10s really hard. Okay. Do we have another? Nope. Starting in, we have 3 Corbin Carrolls coming up. The first one was an X Factor. I got a 10 on my last X Factor. The Corbin Carroll comes back as another 10. I'm seriously just crushing it with these X Factor submissions. And the Corbin Carroll one is a nice one. The next Corbin Carroll coming up is going to be the Magenta Speckle. I'm not sure if I like the Gabriel Moreno or the Corbin Carroll better. The Speckle's, again, so beautiful. Unfortunately, this one came back as a 9. So I was hoping to get a 10 out of there. I think I thought, yes, I wrote down that I thought this one would get a 9. So we did get what I thought. I think it's because it had a soft corner, I believe. But yeah, I didn't think it would get a 10, and it didn't, but it got a 9, so that's fine. And then the last Corbin Carroll of the submission was the Chrome Update. Yeah, Chrome Update image variation. And this one came back as another PSA 10. Beautiful card. You love to see it. Right there on the stand you go, Mr. Carroll. Corbin's not having as good of a year this year as he did last year, but you know, sometimes it works out that way. I'm sure he'll figure it out. The Diamondbacks they're kind of a hot and cold team, it seems like, whenever I see them. So the next card I actually no longer have in my possession. The next two cards I no longer have in my possession, so ignore what you're seeing right now. This is just a slab that I had. When I flip it over, you'll see. But the card that I submitted was an Anthony Volpe X Factor, and I'll try and put an overlay of the screen from the PSA app. It was, I thought it was going to be a 10, and it came back as a 10. Now, the reason I don't have this card is because I already sold it. Anyways, I was really happy to see the third X Factor out of 3 come back as all PSA 10s. And then the next card, we'll do this again. Again, ignore the Ellie De La Cruz slab. It was another Anthony Volpe. This was a green sonar, numbered to 99, and I thought this one would be a 10, and it came back as a 10. I also sold the Anthony Volpe green sonar to number 99, or 199, excuse me, to 99, and I got a good chunk for this one. So I'll put the sales results from eBay up there on the screen for you. I think I got like close to 200 for it or something like that. Really crazy. But anyways, I no longer have those in my possession. Hopefully the image showed up on the screen for you. All right. Okay. And let's see here. Next we have a card that I was really looking forward to. Michael Harris, Stars on the Night. I opened a whole case of Cosmic Chrome in 2023. These cards are amazing looking, but the centering was so tough. So if this comes back in a 10, it's like, chef's kiss. Unfortunately, this one came back as a 9. Now, a 9's not bad. It was still worth it, I think. This is actually the best Michael Harris card I have. I just did not get lucky pulling Michael Harris last year for 2023. So, not super disappointed in that. It's pretty much what I thought it was going to be. Just not what I hoped it was going to be. Okay, after the Michael Harris, we had some more sort of random stuff. This one was a Yuri Perez Blue, numbered to 150. It was an autograph, rookie, and it came back as a PSA 9, unfortunately. I thought this was a ringer for a 10. I'm really surprised that this came back as a 9. I think it's beautiful. I mean, people are collecting his cards, surprisingly. If you go look at the sold comps on eBay, they're actually pretty high, which is really surprising to me. But I'll probably just hang on to this one for now. I do think it's a good-looking card. This may be something that I submit somewhere else. I really do think it deserves a 10. All right, next up is a Vladimir Guerrero. What is this? A 1988 autograph, numbered to 50. Now, this isn't a rookie card, but if it came back as a 10, it's going to be awesome. Unfortunately, another 9 for the Vladdy Jr. Still a cool card. Hanging on to this one for a while. I probably won't get rid of it at all until I can find a rookie auto that I like and can afford. All right, just a few left. Coming up next is an Ezequiel Tovar 2023 Topps Chrome rookie autograph, not numbered. I thought this could get a 10. I bought this on eBay, by the way. I bought this card on eBay, and I thought, wow, that looks really nice. So I submitted it, and it did, in fact, come back as a 10. Tovar's having a pretty decent year this year. Not the hottest name in terms of value, but I love the card. He's somebody that I think you should watch out for the next couple years. If he ever gets traded to a team that does a little bit better than the Rockies, it's going to be nice. And then the last two cards were kind of filler to get me to my 20-card minimum for the holiday special. This is the only Aaron Judge rookie that I had that I thought we could get a 10. Unfortunately, it's a Topps Now. However, this is a pretty popular Topps Now, numbered to 487. I thought this would get a 10, and obviously it did because it was a Topps Now. The only noteworthy fact about this card is that I didn't order this Topps Now card. I actually bought this in a big giant collection of somebody, so the fact that it stayed as a 10, pretty cool. Again, Aaron Judge rookie coming back for the PSA 10, pretty awesome. And then the last card of the submission was another Topps Now card. This one was a Gunnar Henderson. I do have, and this one came back as a 10. Again, obviously Topps Now coming back as a 10, not terribly surprising because, well, they should be 10s when they get to your door. But I do have another Gunnar Henderson. It's a blue auto. I'm going to submit it to PSA at some point. I couldn't go in this submission because it was worth too much money. What a great problem to have, right? But hopefully that'll get slabbed up and come back a 10 at some point. But let's go ahead and review this here. We had 2 PSA 8s. We had 1, 2, 3, PSA 9s, and we had 15 PSA 10s. And I don't have 2 of them with me because, again, the Ellie De La Cruz was placeholding 2 of the Volpes. But great submission overall. I think I guess, wait, is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, this one was also a 9. I forgot. So 4 9s, 2 8s, and then 14 PSA 10s. So I had guessed that I was going to get 15 PSA 10s. I ended up getting 14, so slightly worse than I thought. But it was a great experience submitting and looking through those cards, and I'll be looking forward to doing another submission soon. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Sorry that it's been so quiet on my content front. I've just had a lot going on, but I'm ready to get back into it. Hopefully this refresh, rebrand will get me really excited. The next video I'm going to do, it's going to be the start of a brand new series. I have a whole case of 2023 Topps Big League, and I got it on a really big sale from Dave & Adams. It was $500 for the whole case, $25 a box. It's 20 hobby boxes. I've never opened Big League before. I know it's not a super desirable product, but for $25 a hobby box, I thought, why not? 2023 has a great rookie class. Worst case scenario, we get a couple autos. It's going to be fun. I expect to get 6 to 7 autos out of this case, and I'm going to start that series probably tomorrow. So be on the lookout for that. Please hit the like, subscribe button if you enjoy what I'm doing here. I'm really having, a good time with baseball cards. Baseball season kicked off, so I'm excited again. So hopefully we get into it, we stick with it. I really appreciate hanging out, and I will catch you guys on the next one.